Hello folks, just pissing around again today with Nintendo stuff, this time SNES. This is just in preparation for when I get my new PC. I want to try different types of streaming to see how I can do it when I'm doing more regular ones. So today I'm testing SNES stuff just to see. Obviously when I get my new computer this is going to look a lot smoother, everything's going to work a lot better than it does at the moment, but it should still be relatively okay. But yeah, I'm just messing about this for a second until more viewers turn up. But yeah, as before, if you're watching, feel free to make yourself known in the chat. That'd be lovely, and yeah, just recommend stuff, suggest stuff you want to see, or if you want me to show you stuff you might not be familiar with, I can do that too. Just if you were around last night, it's exactly the same thing, but with SNES instead of NES, it's kind of no set routine here. Even started with Super Mario Brothers like I did last night, so yeah. All good in the hood. I realised when I was watching back the stream last night, I was quite quiet and a bit mumbly, so I'm going to try and address that this time and speak a bit clearer and a bit louder so that people can hopefully hear what I am saying this time. So if at any point I'm being mumbly or too quiet, let me know. Unfortunate. Yeah, let me know and I will address my speech accordingly, because this is a learning process for me. Obviously there's more, it's fine when I do a pod. Fix that. It's a lot harder to do in the All-Stars because it's the hitboxes are slightly different, so you can't clear the jump as well. See, I could do that every time in the NES, but you need to jump a tiny bit earlier this time. Let's try that again. It's been years since I played All Stars, to be fair. Hello, Jay Weather. Oh, still. I need to look into it. I've never tried, to be honest, speedrunning in All Stars. I did it earlier. Oh well. Try that again quickly, and then yeah, then we'll try something a bit less conventional, because everyone knows Super Mario and such. Hello Harrison, Mr. Harrison I should say. Yeah, this is weird, and this jump you can do really easily. If you saw my stream last night, you can do that jump really easily in the NES version. But for some reason, this one either fixed the hitboxes or made this jumping slightly different. Changed the physics ever so slightly. Yep. Interesting. I need to investigate that further. Okay, as was the case last night, I'm taking suggestions, and as was the case last night, it would be awesome if you could tweet people and tell people this is going on. Let me quickly change the game to something else. Give me 1 second. Let's try a weird one while people come up with suggestions of what else to do. Yeah. Some Japanese beat 'em up action. French even. There's the French there. Yeah, like I say, the sooner you suggest something else for me to play, the stop playing Sailor Moon. That's the deal. Oh, this isn't French, this is weird. Hello, Cyber GW. This is a fresh side-scrolling beat-em-up action. It's not quite Streets of Rage, but whatever. Mario is Missing was both. I can do Mario is Missing if you want. I forgot to do that last night actually, so that's a good shout. Give me a second and I'll do Mario is Missing next. Mario is Missing. What a piece of trash. So it's a good way to start. Well, I haven't said that, I'm starting with trash right now. So. Majesty, Apollo, I was just doing Mario All-Stars with there, but it's weird, as I was saying to people that were watching it earlier, I've never tried speedrunning All-Stars for some reason. I know I tried it there, it looks like they've changed bits of it. Like the hitbox when you jump over the piranha plant in World 4.1 is slightly different, so you can't jump it in one go. So, not that I can speedrun the NES one, I can speedrun it up to about 8.2 and then I start making an arse of things, so by no means anywhere near an expert. Right, let's stop Sailor Moon. I was just playing it to, well, I was waiting for people to come up with ideas. Okay, let's do Mario is Missing and then we'll do flashbacks. I saw that recommendation. Mario is Missing. Yeah, I uploaded last one to YouTube, but for some reason Capcom are really arsey with music, so I filed it like a copyright dispute thing, so I filed an anti-dispute thing, and so you should be able to see it on some things. Apparently mobile devices can't view it because of the copyright or something, but if you watch it on a PC you should be able to watch it. Yeah, I can't do an N64 stream until I get my new PC because this PC's pretty crap. This is about as much as it can manage. But once my new PC turns up next week or the week after, I'm going to be streaming as much as I can, as many different formats as I can, so that should be good. And it won't necessarily be as bitty as this, will spend longer on certain games, maybe dedicate nights to certain games. I'm just doing this now just to mess around with different stuff and see how it looks and see what the feedback is to it. I was saying earlier, I don't know people that catch up, the people that didn't catch us at the start. If my speech is mumbly or if it's too quiet or if I'm not speaking loud or clearly enough, let me know and I'll adjust, because this is a kind of learning process for me. I feel like I'm shouting a bit because I wasn't very loud last night. How the fuck? I've not done this for years. Oh, hello, that's closed. Bud. The game's loud? Okay, I'll turn the game down a wee bit. Right, hopefully that's a bit better. This is a loud game though, to be fair. This is... Oh, who's this? Nerdlinger. Yeah. not doing that. So that's better, yeah. So I was just messing around with the sound levels. I'm still getting trying things out. Whoa, what was that? So that was an overreaction there. That's a YouTube reaction that something slight happens, you go, ah! I promised myself I'd never be one of those YouTube arseholes who go, something really minor happens and they react to it as if they've been shot in the dick. If I'm going to keep doing this regularly, I'm going to try my best to just be me and not over exaggerate things for the fake comedic effect, so don't worry about that. Everything's... oh, this is shite. Okay, we're done with Mario's Missing, everything's closed. Sad days. Let's try... I'll do flashback then. I think someone said Unirally, so let's do flashback. Flashback. Vintage. Yeah, I can play Shaq Fu if you want. This looked amazing at the time, you trust me on this. Although it still looks pretty decent just now, to be honest. Look at that. Let's do it. I was terrible at flashback. Draw a gun. Okay. Wake up. Don't knock that cube over though, whatever you do, that'd be a nightmare. Ah! Forgot how awkward the controls were on this. Even in a SNES game, you've got extra buttons here, but instead you've got none of the buttons are actually jump. You jump straight up on the controller, and you got to hold Y and up to jump like that, which is really awkward. That kills you right away. I remember that. At the time, this animation was incredible. Totally forgotten how to press. No, I'm not playing it on an Xbox. Believe it or not, I'm playing it on a PlayStation controller. PS2. There's a wee USB thing that lets you do it. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, SNES was a hell of a leap up. I mean, this is quite a bit into the SNES's life though, so it wasn't an instant leap like this. What? Yeah, I'll not mess around with this too long. I mean, I'm imagining compared to last night there'll be more viewers and more requests because NES stuff was so long ago that less people are familiar with NES games than SNES games, so there'll be, I imagine, twice as many. I've already seen Shaq Fu, Unirally, and Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City, all three of which I will definitely do. Oh, and Starwing as well. I've tried Starwing. I'm not sure if this particular program will play Starwing that well, but we'll try it out. This is really awkward controls, the way the SNES game's laid out. I could do this really easily on an Amiga, because you can't just jump over there and grab on, because that robot knocks you off. You've got to do a run and jump. There we go. Oh, piss off. Oh, there's not a stone or something you could get? Oh no, I'll just shoot him. So yeah, that's Flashback, an impressive looking game. There's a remake on Xbox, I believe, 360 and PS3 maybe, which isn't that good. Oh, let me try and do this first. I forgot about this. So I've got a stone. How do I throw the stone? Stone. Brilliant. Alright, obviously fucked that. Okay, let's try Unirally. Remember that. Remember it well. Or indeed Uni Racers, as it was called in America. This is a really loud one, isn't it? I've turned it down a bit. I think music's great, but I'm going to be atrocious at this, I'll warn you, because I didn't own this, I only rented it for a while back in the day, so I don't really remember how to play it that well. Oh, yeah, I'm terrible at this. Basically Tony Hawk before Tony Hawk was. Oh yeah, I really can't remember how to play this at all. I can turn upside down, but I can't turn. Well, I thought there was racing in this as well, rather than just stunt shit. Drag stuff. Racing, that's more like it. Let's race. Yeah, now we're talking. Oh shit. Yeah, eat my dust. Oh, it's just a drag race, isn't it? I didn't really do much there, but I'll take it. yeah, we'll stop this one for now. I need to get more practice in this before I make an arse of myself. We'll play that again another time when I try when I put a bit more practice into it. Let me try Starwing out of curiosity, because as with last night, I'm afraid this is run on an emulator, which I'd rather not do, but it's the only way I can realistically do it like this. So let's try Starwing and see how it looks, because I'm not sure this will run it too well. This looks alright actually. I'll do Shaq Fu next. Never thought I'd say that. I'm curious to see how many of you have played or even seen Starwing, because most people remember Lilac Wars first, or Star Fox 64 as they call it, and never played this one. I loved this one. Now you're talking. Perfect. I'm not going to talk much during this bit, because when I play the next game, the music in the first stage is incredible. So I'm not going to talk over it much, because I want you to listen to the music, because the music's amazing. Yeah, I can try some Pilot Wings.
Good luck.
Say that music. You need to take my word for it, this was amazing at the time. For games like this to be on the SNES with polygons and all, like, that was insane. Not great at it, to be, as you can see. Shut up, Pepe, you prick. Yeah, there was hype. I mean, they made a big hype about this one at the time because of the Super FX chip, which is the extra chip that Argonaut, the British developer, came up with that would allow this sort of thing to happen. So it was built into the cartridge, and it was an extra chip that let the SNES do with polygons. So they made a big deal about the Super FX and how this is the first game to use it. And they did some more. They did Stunt Race FX, which is a racing game that used it, and they did another really good one, which I can't remember the name of it just now, but it's really similar to this. Someone can Wikipedia and look it up, Super FX chip. It was something like Cybertron or Vectrex or Vectron or something like that. And it was basically Star Fox but with a big mech running around instead. I'll maybe put that one in a bit. I think it was Vectrex or Vectron or something like that. Vortex maybe. can't jump out of this, but someone could Wikipedia and tell me if it was called Vortex. Because I consider if it's called Vortex, that's kind of the Star Fox game that no one considers a Star Fox game. They kind of forgot it. This boss. Vortex, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'll do this boss and then we'll jump on to something else. Sorry, it sounds a bit dodgy. I can hear it kind of crackling, but that's not my fault. I promise. Whoa, bro. Right, well that was the original Starline. Glorious. Yeah, Yoshi's Island used the chip for the backgrounds. I'll show you that later on if you want. It wasn't blatantly a Super FX game, but it used it. Right, let's do... What was I going to do? Oh, Shaq Fu. Yeah, it's pretty clear already that we're going to have to do more SNES ones. The SNES is a lot more popular than the NES was last night, although maybe that's because the NES was at like 1 in the morning. If you're enjoying this, please do tell people on Twitter and stuff, because although this is seemingly more popular in the chat, there's less people watching it just now than there were last night, and that was at 1 in the morning, so yeah, please do get the word out, let people know this is going on. Like I say, if this catches on and becomes more popular, we'll do a lot more of them when a new PC turns up. This is genuinely a bad game. No, Lavender Cloud's wrong. This is a bad game. Sorry. It's not as bad as people are saying it's the worst game ever made, which just isn't true. It's just not very good. It gets a reputation. A lot of people kind of look at it and go, oh, the fighting game that had Shaquille O'Neal, basketball player in it, therefore it's the worst game ever made. It wasn't, it was just a boring game. I mean, you can tell the animations are half decent. It just wasn't amazing. Look at stuff like E.T. and then you look at this clearly wasn't the worst game ever made. Although I do like Shaq's face at the top of the screen when he takes a kicking. I don't know any of the special moves, that's my problem. Speaking of which, we need Street Fighter on here, don't we? A bit of Super Street Fighter at some point. Always raging. Done him. Yeah, you get the point. That's Shaq Fu. That's exhilarating, I'm sure he'll be. What was I going to do? What else? Chaos in the Windy City. Wait till you see this one. This is a lesser known example of a basketball star starring in a bizarre game, which is nothing to do with basketball. This is the one less people know about. Electronic Arts game, I'll have you know. Yeah, boy. This is an amazing storyline. This is actually chilling to the bone, so read it and literally weep. What? Oh, music. Well, shit is about to go directly downwards. Oh, Turtles in Time, that's definite. I need to do Turtles in Time. His face at the top.
It's showtime.
Yep, you better believe it, mate. He's got an unlimited supply of basketballs that he can just throw at people. And he's also got this ridiculous slam dunk move that he can do. This is the time, this is the era where platformers were just rampant. If developers can think of something to do, they would just do a platformer basically. It is chaotic, this is literally chaos. I'm going to try and slam dunk this. Sweet. Oh, I've got baseballs now because, of course, Michael Jordan also loved baseball. What? Crow Trigger is my favourite game, and SNES is my favourite game of all time. It is really good, I'll agree with you there. I'm not sure if I'd go so far as to say it's the best of all time, but it's awesome. Right, that's Michael Jordan. Let's start to let you see.
Time out.
Time out indeed, how shite it is. I need to do Turtles in Time, someone recommended that and that was a genius idea. The old Konami logo takes me back. My favourite game of all time is still Super Mario Brothers, which is maybe a kind of cheaty answer, but that is the game I've played more than anything else in my life, so it has to be that. But I've liked different games in generations. It's weird, the games that may not necessarily be considered people's favourites, they're not considered classics, but I've spent longer playing them than anything else. So a lot of football games I've played for ages, like ISS on the SNES and WWF No Mercy wrestling games. So pardon me, I generally prefer platformers and racing games though than most other genres. I love this game. I can't stress enough how much I love this. One day I'm going to do a full playthrough of this, start to finish. Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Amazing, this used mode 7 really briefly as well in these early stages when you throw a guy into the screen like that. It uses mode 7 to scale the sprite. That music though. Least favourite genre, I don't like MMOs, can't get into them. Or kind of top-down strategy games. It's like StarCraft and stuff like that, I just don't have the patience to play or learn. So it's going to sound really, it's going to sound stupid because I'm a stupid person. I just, anything that requires you to think too much, I don't like, and I fully accept that I just don't like thinking. When I play games, I like to just react and be excited, so I don't have time to learn all these things. Fire Emblem's one of the few kind of series that went against that. Yeah, I love Fire Emblem. I like waiting as well. I mean, for some reason I like puzzles and stuff. I just don't like games with mechanics that are so complicated that they take me a long time to learn how to just play the game. I'd rather get straight into it. So Layton is fine because it's pretty standard mechanics to figure out how to play it. It was a pretty simple system. I would kill for this to be on Virtual Console again. This is one of my favourite, easily one of my favourite games.
Keep the time.
Baxter Stockman's come up here, what a prick. He's a pretty dodgy boss for a first boss. He had some annoying attacks. He's going. He's fucked. Blow up. Then he goes, Cowabunga! Vintage.
Alley Cat Blues.
See you later, Mr. Harrison. Good day. Thanks for joining us. Cool, that's Turtles. Turtles was awesome. Like I say, I'm going to do that all the way through one day. Castlevania 4, I just saw. Let's do Castlevania 4 briefly. Castlevania... Super Castlevania 4, that was it. Apologies if you've suggested something and I've seen it and even mentioned it and then not done it. There's just too many games floating around in my head just now. If I've missed something, mention it again and at some point and I'll maybe notice it again and then definitely do it. I promise I'm not ignoring you. This was certainly in the UK at least, this was a launch game. Or certainly close to launch at least. I got my SNES a month or two after launch and this was a game on it, I'm pretty sure. This was one of the first games I bought for it. Get that font-tastic. I was just to try and stay on this for as long as I could, although I get a feeling everyone did that. Such a stupid thing to do. This music was amazing, this tune, when it gets going. I'm curious to know, out of all of you watching, because some of you obviously know your stuff SNES wise, but I've seen other people saying that they kind of miss the SNES era and all that. What? I'm curious to know what eras you're all like more familiar with. Which of you are seeing these games for the first time? Which of you remember these games and are kind of getting that nostalgia trip at the moment? Which of you are kind of discovering these games? I'm curious to know. Of course, don't all. Because they don't all answer at once, but I remembered there's a lag, so I'd been really sarcastic thing to say. Oh, Dreamcast, I'm definitely going to do Dreamcast at some point once I can figure that out. Yeah, that's Castlevania, a lovely game. Oh shit. Yeah, they don't make games like this anymore. The NES with the first console was N64. Also, you skipped the SNES. That's interesting. Yeah, at the time, this sort of stuff was jaw-dropping. I mean, obviously. Nice one. Yes, I was born in '83, so when the SNES came out in like '91, '92, and in the UK, that was like the perfect era for me because I was like I was like 9, 10, so everything that came out was like. I got really excited about it. I was a properly nerdy kid, so yeah, so I was kind of the perfect age, I think. Let's do some Street Fighter if that's okay. I know nobody recommended it, but nobody suggested it, but I promise I'll get through as many of your things as possible. But I need to do me some Street Fighter. They made a massive deal out of this at the time because this one, Super Street Fighter, was the first ever game to be on a 40 megabyte cartridge. So that's how big the game was then, was 40 megs. Yeah. The most exciting era? I don't know, because every era was exciting for me. Obviously SNES to NES, as you say, is a massive jump. and obviously SNES to SNES to N64 was a massive jump as well. Obviously because it went from sprites to polygons, and then again up to from N64 to GameCube was another massive leap. So yeah, as you say, things are leveling off now. You look at from 360 to Xbox One and from PS3 to PS4, there's a difference. It's not a enormous difference to the point where it's totally transforming the way you look at games, so it's leveling off. So the most exciting era for me was either when the SNES came out or when N64 came out. Those were the two big wow moments. And to a less extent when 360 came out, because that was the first kind of HD console, and seeing games in HD was pretty impressive at the time, console games at least. A bit rusty at the old Street Fighter, I must say. That's good old days. Right, let's see what else we've got. What were the requests again? Because I've forgotten some. Someone said, oh yeah, Stunt Race FX. So this is basically the one after Star Fox. They then did a racing game using the FX chip as well. Yeah. Oh, and Super Metroid as well. Yep. Used to love this game. I absolutely loved it. I bet I'm terrible at it now. For the SNES, this was ridiculous looking. Oh, you can do that as well, for no reason. You can see this is coming out near the end of the SNES's life, so this was the start of the switch to polygons. Obviously the SNES couldn't really handle it well. It does a really good job considering it was essentially a console for 16-bit. It was a 16-bit console and it was mainly designed for sprites. It had Mode 7 which did like a fake 3D effect, and that was about it. It wasn't really expected to do this sort of thing. It was only when the N64 came out and it was built with polygon pushing in mind. But for the time this was ridiculous. So yeah, let's do Super Metroid and Batman Returns. I could probably only do another 20 minutes or so, just so you know. But we'll definitely do plenty more of these in the future. Oops. I didn't learn much. I didn't really learn programming and stuff like that. I mean, I know the basics sort of stuff. I did a kind of computing course and learned kind of really basic programming, but nothing ridiculous. But I was pretty nerdy growing up, so I did kind of try my best to get into all the technical side of things. I'm better versed in like 8-bit and 16-bit stuff and a bit of when it went N64 era, so I kind of know those kind of things. But
The last Metroid.
In
is
terms of
in
NES and
captivity.
SNES stuff, that's the stuff
The
I
Galaxy.
kind of
Yeah.
know the inner workings of it more, and so 8-bit, 16-bit, I'm kind of more familiar with. Obviously, as the consoles got more complicated and the architecture got more complex, then a lot more of it kind of was lost on me. So I can't pretend that I know how a Xbox One works. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, it was just so because at the time when this came out and when the NES came out, specifically when the SNES came out, they made a big deal out of different individual techniques and tricks that they would show off. So they would show off Mode 7 when the SNES came out, because it was the first kind of thing that made games look 3D. They made a big deal out of Super FX chip when it came out because it made the polygonal graphics. Mega Drive made a big deal out. Sega made a big deal out of parallax scrolling in Sonic the Hedgehog. So that was the first major game that used parallax scrolling well. So yeah, these were the sort of things you knew at the time because they were kind of thrust into the public eye. Nobody these days talks about the sort of stuff that games do now. Not unless you look for the really techie websites, but these were like selling points. These would be in the adverts for games and stuff. They would say this has a Super FX chip. I forgot this had a really long intro, sorry. I'll properly do Super Metroid. I'd give it a proper longer stream at some point. SNES Doom is decent, I'll stick it on. I'm going to be really annoying and skip Super Metroid for now because this is going to take a while longer than I expected, if that's okay. Although, yeah, because I forgot how long it takes to get going. I don't have a lot of time today. So we'll do Batman Returns. Like I say, we'll go back to Super Metroid at a different time, but I'll definitely do a longer version of that. Let's do Batman Returns, let's do Doom. Because Doom was one of the best. Doom was one of the last big SNES games, so that kind of gives you an example of how far the SNES got. I didn't mind Other M. The story wasn't great, but I've never really been one for story in games anyway, so I enjoyed the action. Yeah, I probably could fast forward through the intro with them. I don't like doing sneaky emulator stuff. I know that's the daft excuse, but I kind of don't like using an emulator as it is without also using all the extra shit that comes with it. Yeah, Michael Keaton's son. Remember that was always a tease because you saw that bit and thought, yes, I can race, and then you couldn't. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play through full games. This is just testing different games out and seeing how they look and how they stream well and everything. This is more just for testing than anything else. If people like the way I'm doing it just now, like almost like a kind of retro jukebox, then yeah, I'm happy to keep doing that as well. But there definitely will be times I'll be playing through entire games. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I plan on doing stuff like tonight. Well, tonight, what I'm doing just now, for other systems as well, like Mega Drive and maybe Dreamcast and stuff like that. I just want to kind of N64 as well, definitely. I just want to kind of experiment with it just now because I'm still fairly new to this. I want to get a rough idea as to how it's going to look. Yeah, fast Tony, that's what this is just now. You're not getting a video stream. I'm online. Well, I don't know why I'm saying this because if people, if someone could say in the chat to Fast Tony that this is actually online and streaming just now, because he seems to think this isn't online. Yep, we'll do zombies after Doom. I'll just do Doom really briefly. I'm not going to die here. The death of Batman. Thin Clown, let it be known that Thin Clown killed Batman. Facts. Right, let's do Doom briefly. Doom. Doom. So yes, it's SNES Doom. Oh, I just killed myself instantly, amazingly. What a dick. It hasn't aged great, as people were saying, but for a 16-bit console, this is pretty impressive. This used Super FX too, it was like an improved version of Super FX chip. Oh, I'm not sure why I wasn't online the mobile app. I'll need to try and look into that. I'm still fairly new to Twitch, so if there's something I need to trigger something to come online through mobile, I don't really know how that works. Oh, that's useful. Even so, I've been doing this for a good hour now, so... Alright, it's working. It's awkward playing on a pad because... Just this. Boom. That was Doom. What was the other suggestion? Zombies Ate My Neighbours, good shout. Right, we'll do another game after this, and I think I'll need to wrap things up if that's okay, folks. I've got stuff to do today. Whoa. So we'll do one more game after this, and then job done for now. But we'll do more later on in the week. There's going to be a point going forward where I'm going to essentially be free from 4 to 6 every single day, so I'll plan on doing these daily from 4 to 6 and then putting them on YouTube for those who missed them, so these will be coming fairly regularly. I'm hoping 4 to 6 suits some people. If not, I'll do late ones at the weekends as well, which is good. Right. Ah, okay. This is Twitch being weird then, basically. Bloody Twitch. Music's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm happy to blame Amazon for that, that's fine. I don't remember how to finish a level this. I just gotta rescue everyone, don't you? There we go. Right, let's do one more. Let me think what our final game can be. Ah, cheers, mate. Yeah, like I say, I enjoyed it. There's a lot of backlash against it, mainly because of, I'm imagining, because of the storyline, which wasn't great. But I think a lot of people, there's a kind of Mass Effect 3 situation before Mass Effect 3 came out, that the story pissed them off. So for some reason, that completely took over the entire game for them. And they couldn't see past it. Yeah, I'll definitely stream Mario Kart 8 at some point, especially when the new DLC comes out. Listen, when this new PC turns up, I'm going to be streaming as much as I can, like all like modern stuff as well. So don't worry about that. Yeah, there'll definitely be. I'm just hoping people are enjoying it. I'm happy to keep doing it as long as people are going to keep watching it and enjoying it. If people like it, then yeah, I'll keep doing it definitely. Let me quickly figure out what was I gonna. Oh yeah, so I apologise to people that don't like football much, but I'm going to end with the best football game on the SNES. Awesome, thanks very much. And like I said, they'll all. I need to fix this webcam as well. I look like I've died and I'm going to heaven. Yeah, they'll all be going on YouTube as well anyway, so if you miss them, you can catch up later on. Yep, I can do that. That sounds good. If someone rubbish, so I might actually do well. I used to adore this game. I can't stress enough.
Kickoff.
The controls and that pass. Pass. Shit. Or sprint. No, I definitely remember the name. I remember Cyber GW without a shadow of a doubt, possibly. The goal's massive, but it's amazing because the keepers are still great. But wait, see, I'll try and score because the guy goes mental when you score. Properly mental. Let's see if I can do that slick scullion flick as well, which is a move I used to use against my brother all the time. It really annoyed him. Trying to do it. It's trickier than I remember though. I've not played it for a good 15 years. Right, let's do this. Shit. Ah, fucked it. We'll get there. The guy, someone will score and the guy will go mental. It's worth listening to hear the guy go crazy. There we go. And then totally bottling it. I mean, at the time, there we go. This might not look like much when you compare it to FIFA and Pro Evo just now, which evolved from this incidentally. But at the time, being able to actually control a football game like this was impressive. Actually being able to put in tackles when shots were being made and stuff, they weren't that advanced at that point. The controls were really clunky in most football games, so this was the closest thing to real football at the time. It was a bit arcadey, but I don't know, I've gone completely white in the webcam. Like, this guy's going to score eventually, come on. I don't even mind if he scores. Here we go, here we go. I can feel it. Oh. It's okay.
Throw in. Goal kick.
Arcade and NES had football games, but they were really basic compared to this one. Stuff like Nintendo World Cup and soccer and NES were fine at the time, but you couldn't put together like tactical football in it or not. Oh, fuck. No, FIFA was originally on the Mega Drive, then came out on SNES. It was FIFA International Soccer. It was the first one on the Mega Drive. That was 94, and then it was FIFA 95, and then that was when the yearly one started. There was. Now let's get a fucking goal here. No more messing around. He's going to score another one. Sorry, this is taking longer than I expected it would. I do apologise. Yeah, FIFA 64 was atrocious. The fact that this was a better football game than FIFA 64 and it was on a weaker console just says it all. How bad FIFA 64 was and how great this was. Although ISS 64 was arguably even better than this, I still kind of like this one. So I just want to score, or at least be scored into. I want to hear the guy go crazy, because he does properly go off his nut when someone scores. Yeah, FIFA was on Amiga and DOS as well, but it came out on the Mega Drive first, and then I'm pretty sure Mega Drive was the first one, then it was ported to SNES and Amiga and everything. It was certainly Mega Drive first though, because they made a big deal about it. Right, here we go, here comes the goal. I'd love to do a football stream one day, but what I've noticed in the past is when I do football games, generally the viewer count starts to go down. For some reason people don't like watching football games being played, which I'm probably not doing myself any favours right now by doing this longer than any of the other games, purely because I want to get the guy going mental when a goal's scored. So I'd love to do a football stream, I'm just not entirely sure how many people would be interested in it. Oh, here we go. The goalies are too good.
Half time.
Yeah, let's keep going. I really want to hear the guy go crazy when a goal scored, so I've not heard it for years. Come on. Yeah, if there's enough demand for a football stream, 100% I would definitely do one from loads of different eras. I'd love to do that. Here we go, here we go.
Corner kick.
I can feel it, I can feel a goal coming. Playing dangerous. And they're all getting tired, that's the thing, if you sprint too much in this one they'll get tired. Yeah, it's weird, I don't know, I just think maybe during the day people are doing stuff during the day on a Sunday. It's weird, yeah, Saturday night it was like twice as many people watching at 1 in the morning, which is a bit odd. I wonder if it's just, I wonder if people just weren't doing much at 1 in the morning, they couldn't get to sleep. If he scores here, then you'll hear the guy going crazy and we'll stop. Of course.
Goal kick.
I used to play this with my brother and we would get, no joke, 15, 20 goals a game. To be fair, we turned the fouls off and just made it mental, but not as good at it as I remember, gotta confess. Right, let us try for another minute or two and then forget it. Try and shoot off in a bit. And I don't want my final act of today to be a 0-0 draw in a football game. It'll be thoroughly depressing.
Corner kick.
Right, here we go, here we go. Did anyone ever play this or any of the other ISS games out of curiosity? There we go.
Replay.
Was it worth it? I think so. You probably don't. Okay. Done. I am done. Thanks very much for watching. We'll definitely do more of these because that seemed to be enjoyed, even though it didn't get as many viewers. I enjoyed it. So, as I say in Thailand, Phuket. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll do more of these. As ever, subscribe to me if you haven't already. Keep an eye out on YouTube for the repeat version of it. If you want to see it again on YouTube. But yeah, all good in the hood. So thanks very much for watching, and I will speak to you later and do more of these later. Thank you very much. Bye bye.